Breathe in, beloved. Let the world grow quiet at the edge of your awareness, and allow the hush to gather around your heart. I know you feel weary. I see the weight that has settled on your shoulders, the long hours that do not seem to end, the questions that echo even after the room grows still. I know the press of responsibilities, the ache that comes from caring deeply, the heaviness of dreams that seem delayed. I am not distant from this fatigue. I move close to the tender places. I sit with you in the dim light. I do not scold your tired soul. I hold it. You have carried more than you admit, saying that you are fine while your spirit leans against a wall you built to keep everything from falling. You have risen when others slept, prayed when words were scarce, and pulled hope from quiet corners so the day could continue. Hear me. I have noticed every unseen yes, every steady choice each day, every small step that did not announce itself. Your hidden faithfulness is not hidden from me at all. I am the witness who forgets no tears. When your strength trembles, do not shame yourself. Weariness is not failure. It is a signal that your heart has loved and tried and stood its ground. Rest is not an interruption to purpose. It is the breath that keeps purpose alive. I invite you into a rest that goes beyond sleeping hours, a rest that settles inside your chest. I am the shepherd who leads you beside quiet waters, even when the outer world keeps moving. Where others demand more, I offer enough. Where the noise reaches for your focus, I teach you the simple rhythm of returning to me. Listen for me beneath the surface. My voice is not usually in the thunder that shakes the sky. It is in the quiet that survives the thunder. When your mind spins and your pulse climbs, bring your attention to a single breath. Remember that I breathe first, and your breath follows mine. Remember that I hold the frame of your life, and nothing escapes the outline of my promise. Set down the story where you are the whole solution. Pick up the story where you are a child held by a faithful father. Let me speak to the disappointment you rarely name. There are prayers you placed on the shelf because staring at them hurt too much. There are hopes you folded into the back of a drawer because the world told you they were too much to ask. Bring them to me again. Dust them off with honesty. I will not mock you for hoping. I will teach you how to carry hope without it becoming a hostage of outcomes. Hope rooted in my goodness can stand through seasons. Hope rooted in me learns to breathe even when plans change. I am also addressing the fatigue that comes from trying to be understood by everyone. Release that burden. You do not need universal approval to walk with me. There will be those who misread your motives or minimize your path. Their voices do not sit on the throne. Turn down the volume of opinions that do not love you enough to tell the truth gently. Lift your attention to the one who names you with accuracy and affection. My naming has power to steady the soul and soften the glare of accusation. When your day begins, meet me before the world shouts its priorities. Sit with me for a few breaths. Allow gratitude to become the language of your first thoughts. Thank me for what remains steady. The miracle of being alive, the wisdom earned through trial, the people whose presence steadies you, the gentle provisions that arrive without announcements. Gratitude does not deny pain. It gives your spirit the posture to carry pain without surrendering to it. Gratitude trains the eyes to find me in places that used to feel empty. Now pause with me and listen. I am not asking you to do more to prove your love. I am asking you to receive more so you remember mine. Lay down the burden of self-critique. Lay down the checklist that promised perfection. Perfection is not the doorway to my presence at all. Jesus is. Enter by grace. Sit in mercy. Drink from hope. Leave with peace. Return when you forget, and you will find the same welcome waiting. Your future is not an accident waiting to happen. It is a promise I am shepherding. I am not only preparing destinations, I am preparing you. The training you resist is often the training you will bless later. The patience you practice now becomes wisdom you will hand to someone who thinks they cannot go on. The compassion you cultivate here will become shelter for hearts that arrive with the same exhaustion you once knew. This is how I multiply your life, not merely by outcomes, but by a spirit enlarged by mercy. I am weaving people into your path who carry what you need and need what you carry. Notice them. Listen longer than you usually do. Ask better questions. Honor the image of God in the one across from you, and watch how the room changes. When generosity guides your tone, burdens lighten. When gentleness guides your eyes, defenses fall. Where others see rivalry, cultivate blessing. Where others hoard credit, pass it around the table. Where others reach for outrage, reach for understanding. If this message is strengthening you, take a moment to support this work. Please like the video, share it with someone who needs it, leave a comment, and subscribe so you can join us for the next whisper. Your mind will sometimes sprint to worst-case scenes. It believes this rehearsal protects you from surprise. But fear is a poor author. Invite me to co-author your inner dialogue. Replace catastrophe with curiosity. Ask, where is God in this? And wait for the answer. It will come as a remembered promise, a sudden clarity, a steady friend, a provision that arrives on a Tuesday with no fanfare. I am not dramatic by necessity. I am faithful by nature. Let me speak to the rhythm of your days. Choose a simple liturgy. Pause at midday to breathe and remember that the world is not carried by your shoulders alone. Small practices carry large mercy. They become rails that keep your heart from falling into urgency. They make space for delight to return, and for trust to become familiar again. I am also healing the fatigue born from constant self-comparison. When you measure everything against someone else's highlight, your soul forgets the tone of gratitude. Bring your attention back to the plot I am writing with you. It is not inferior, it is particular. Trust the shape of your story. It was not assembled in a boardroom of trends. It was whispered in eternity by a God who knows how to time the entrance of every scene. To the one who says, I cannot hold on, hear me. You are not holding a cliff with your fingers. You are held by arms that do not tire. Even when your prayer becomes a sigh, it is received. Even when your Bible stays closed for a day longer than you planned, I do not withdraw my affection. Return without ceremony. Mercy still sets the table. Sit and eat. Let grace fortify you for the next honest step. We will continue. I am addressing even the fatigue that comes from success you are not ready to carry. Wins can weigh more than losses. When attention gathers around your name, remember that you are not the sum of applause. You are beloved, and beloved is a stronger identity than star or failure. Let praise pass through you into thanksgiving rather than storing it as pressure. Let criticism pass through you into prayer, rather than storing it as poison. Neither verdict belongs in the center. Place my voice there. There will be days when your body needs care you postponed. Honor that need. Eat food that nourishes rather than numbs. Drink water and slow your steps. Walk outside and notice the sky. Speak to your body as a friend, not an enemy. You do not have to earn permission to be human. You are already human, and I named humanity good before effort entered the room. Steward the vessel I gave you. From renewed strength, generosity flows. You ask how to begin again when your resolve thins. Begin in small faithfulness. Tidy one corner. Send one word of encouragement. Repair one sentence that was careless. Read one psalm aloud. Sing one chorus in a normal voice. Keep the beginning sincere. I am not grading your performance. I am guiding your formation. I am not counting how many tasks you complete. I am cultivating how much love you carry into each task you choose. I know you feel weary. I also know what you are becoming. Humble and brave, gentle and strong, honest and joyful. None of these are accidents. They are fruits of a life rooted in me, watered by my spirit, strengthened by trials that did not break you. You will look back and bless the hours you considered a waste, because they taught you the wisdom that does not inflate. You will bless the prayers that seem to fall to the floor, because they marked the path you walk now with steady steps. So breathe again. Place your hand over your heart and notice the rhythm I sustain. Let that rhythm remind you that every moment is a gift, and every gift has a giver. Release the day you planned and receive the day I give. Trust that I hold what you cannot control and supply what you cannot manufacture. Even here, joy is available. Peace returns. Hope raises its head. Rise slowly. Speak kindly. Choose truth. Practice tenderness. Welcome correction. Seek wisdom. Keep company with those who draw you toward courage. Give mercy the final word. And when night comes, rest without rehearsing tomorrow. I will be there already. I will carry what you cannot, finish what you should not, and invite you again to walk with me in the grace of another day. You are not alone. You are not forgotten. You are not an accident of exhaustion. You are a child beloved by a faithful God. I know you feel weary. I also know you are being renewed. Walk with me, and you will learn the sacred art of living with a light that does not dim when shadows gather, a peace that does not ask permission to remain, and a joy that survives the storm and greets the morning with a quiet yes.